like an hour and a half for you to start this stinking thing. Yeah! I love it! I love it, love it, love it!
This will be the earliest we've started the show.
Yeah, I think so.
9 o'clock?
Oh, it's a little earlier now. Well, it'll be close to 9. John, on your award, switch them. Do playoffs first and then doesn't even matter.
Can you hand me my iPad? Thank you.
You love this music, don't you?
I do.
So, switch it back and forth?
No, just do, when you announce them, just just switch them. Start with the second one and then, yeah.
Does this mean we're all socialists? Is that what that means?
That doesn't even matter. I just kept it in there to keep the formatting.
Hold on, watch this.
I didn't make that connection.
Because I copy and paste everything, I didn't want to lose the formatting.
Alright, the coast is clear. You got a little soda in you, you got a little sugar in you. You keep the rants up for tonight, or are you just gonna... I'm on vacation, it's my last episode. I'm not even... It doesn't even matter!
I can give a rant.
Well, you got your tail smashed in the door this week.
Let's see if this works. Ah, I messed it up.
What did you mess up?
This. It's the Mediocrest.
It is the Mediocrest!
This is what I was actually trying to do.
And we're live with... Oh!
That's what I was trying to do.
Wow,
Playoffs.
there we go.
Whatever. Here we go. Welcome.
Welcome!
Fox Valley Fantasy Football
To
Show.
the Fox Valley Fantasy Football Show!
It's the Mediocrest.
Wow!
I think that's the best that we ever had.
Other podcasts out there, that's how you start a show.
That's right.
Are we even at a right angle? I mean, I'm like,
no.
I got all this room.
I went
now you know how I
went
feel.
Too far.
Too far.
Now you know how I feel. Just leave it the way it is.
No.
Oh, come
Right,
on.
Just a
I went too far.
little bit.
You're going to cut
there you
off
go.
my shoulder
There we go.
again.
See, live adjustments.
Let's
That's
get
how-
to the
That's
quick
right.
question.
Right
Show
to it.
here.
That is
Tonight's
how we
quick
do it on the
question.
Woo! One of the final quick questions of the year, guys.
Yes.
We've done a ton of them this year. I feel like we've had some good ones. We haven't.
I feel
done
like
too
we've
many
had some bad
repeats.
ones.
No,
Yeah.
they've all been good. And
I don't think we've had any repeats.
No, we've kind of done new ones.
They haven't all
which is
been good, but we've
Yeah.
done.
We've done too many drafts.
All right, here we go.
That's impossible.
Yeah, not possible.
You
to
can't do too many
drafts.
drafts.
Yeah, I guess.
The best thing about fantasy
Just
football
because you
is the
said that,
drafts.
I might turn this one
No.
into. Because I
I have an idea.
All right, here we go.
Let's do a
So,
draft.
no.
You go first. You
No.
go second. I'll go third.
Here we go. What is something that is kind of stupid that really makes you angry? Like legitimately angry when it happens. I have a couple of these things.
I got a few
But
of them.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, you guys need to go first because I'll have to think of something.
Okay, Daniel, you've thought of
All
it
right.
over. I'll let you go
Yeah,
first on
yeah.
this.
So the little thing
Yeah.
that drives me absolutely insane is when you get that sticker for the new year for your license plate,
Yeah.
and there's 15 of them on the license plate.
Oh,
You put it over the old one.
Yeah.
There's
you gotta
one
stack of
sticker that
stickers?
shows. No, you pull the old one off. and
Oh,
you have it.
I
know,
thought that's what
I
you were
know.
saying. Okay.
No.
No, when people put them like bing,
And
bing,
it
bing,
gets-
bing, bing,
yeah.
and then they put them in the middle,
Or-
and then they put
Oh,
them
they
in
put them
between
on
Or
the
make,
on the
they
license
make it
plate.
that thick on
Yeah,
there,
that
right?
too.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
take the old one off.
I agree.
I have to admit, I do the stack.
Do you?
The stack is
I
fine.
stack.
The stack is fine.
I don't go
it's
around
when it's
the whole
completely
thing.
covered, because then you don't.
What
know
do you do with
Yeah.
your car? Do you take the old one off?
I take the old one off. I did.
Really?
I
Is
used
that
to-
what you do?
I used to
Yeah, I take the
stack,
old one
and then
off.
a year ago I was like, "This is dumb. Why don't I just
Take the
pull
old
them
one
off
off,
and put
Well,
the new
here's
one
the
on?"
thing
So-
for me with the stacking is
Okay.
that the sticker comes at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I put it in my car and I forget about it, and all of a sudden it's the next month and I'm gonna get a ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
just get out and I just stick it on and be done with
Yeah,
it. So
that
I'm
makes
not
sense.
thinking.
Fine,
All right,
yeah.
the sticker when you put it all
It-
over the license plate
All
for
right,
the
John?
year. I have none. That's why I said you guys
Oh,
got to
come
go
on.
first.
All right, I have a
I have
cou-
to think of them. Didn't you hear what I said?
No.
I appreciate how much. Do you know what annoys me? When people don't listen to what I say. It could be something little and stupid, but if you would just listen for 5 seconds, I would be so angry.
So
That's
you're
not
angry
it.
all the time? Okay. Anyway.
You're a pastor. People hardly ever listen to us.
All right. Anyway.
That was my second face rub. Remember the picture
Yeah.
Eric took?
Yeah.
That made me rub my face
I
as
like
hard
it.
as that night.
I like it.
What you just
All
said.
right. Anyway, the one that really drives
I
me
brought
nuts.
snacks.
I appreciate it.
No, you
There,
don't.
I have a couple, so I can go, but I like to rant, so I have plenty of these that really make me irritated. The one thing.
Let's get it going.
I'll give you a golf one because I have
I
to.
golf one.
There is nothing that irritates me more than when I'm hitting an
Oh.
iron shot and I hit it fat. I hit the ground before the ball. That angers me so much that I want to snap the club over my leg and get a new one. It just really angers me because I do it every so often and I hate it. It drives me
I've
nuts.
never seen you even go near
I
to
know,
breaking
but I
one.
hate it.
But I can
I
picture it.
hate it.
Everyone picture that in your mind. Aaron breaking one of his
It
clubs.
drives me nuts.
By the
That
way,
really
as we're
makes me
talking,
angry.
put your answers in the chat. Keep
All
going.
right, what do you got?
I've got a couple.
'Kay.
Do you have more that you guys want to get to as well? Or
I'm
should
good
I go
with
back
one
to back?
unless you guys
I
go.
thought I had a few more.
Okay,
but
all
I
right,
gotta
you
think
go
about it.
back to back and then
One
we'll-
thing that makes me mad is when I get sick
Yeah,
and like I can't work.
yep.
And I'm just like, I'm home, I'm
have to
sick, I don't,
rest.
yeah, I know, I don't want to rest. It's stupid. You're
Yeah,
sick.
that is dumb.
Get in bed, have some chicken soup,
Right.
Get some little
Yeah.
crackers in there,
Yeah.
take a nap, and get rest.
Yeah.
That makes me angry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the 59 things I could be
Yeah.
doing instead of sitting here being
Yeah.
sick at home
Yeah.
and not working.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
You want to hear my other one?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst thing that makes me so mad, and it happens at least once every 3 weeks?
Okay.
I stub my toe on the bed frame.
Ah, yeah.
And you know when you stub your toe, first of all, there's the surprise of it
Yeah.
and the pain of it.
Yeah.
And then I just get mad because
Yeah.
I just did this just
Yeah.
like 3 weeks
Then
ago.
Then
Yeah.
you kick it harder, and then
Right.
I don't kick it harder.
That's usually what I do.
don't kick it harder, but the rest of the
Ah.
morning I'm like walking around gingerly on my foot, and then I
Yeah.
forget about it, and then I tap my toe, and the
Yeah.
pain comes back
Yeah.
again, and I just get so mad at myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
I don't know
That's
if
a good
that's where
one.
you were going, but
That's
that's
a good one. That's a good one.
kind of what
That's
happened.
actually similar for me. If I stub my toe or like hurt myself on something, I want to rip the thing apart
Right.
and throw it out the window.
Right.
Are you guys
right.
done? Because I got a surprise
I
segment.
have one more.
Give us.
So, my other thing is, and this kind of goes when we're doing all kinds of, when we've done remodeling in our history and done all kinds of different things. I absolutely hate it when you do all the work and you get something there and it's wrong and you have to take it all off and do it again. That makes me so angry.
Now hold on. The question
So
was,
angry.
what is something stupid? That is like a for real reason to be
it's
angry.
oftentimes it's not that big of a deal. Like it could
Okay.
just be a simple thing, but for me I just
Yeah.
get so angry. It's like it just wasted
I have
all that
honorable
time.
mention.
Okay.
You guys should both appreciate that.
Okay.
At youth camp, when the boys from your cabin do not show up for night service on time. We
Yeah.
tell them every year,
That one really
be here
irritates
early, and they don't show up.
I've never had that issue.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be praying
That
that you
really
experience that
irritates
for
John.
yourself.
I remember John would get really
I would get so mad.
irritated.
I'm like, I have like no rules at camp. There's not
know.
really a single rule at camp other than be on time for night service.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to walk all over camp to find
Oh,
you.
my.
Find you playing stupid gaga ball back when it was a dirt pit
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
the thing they have there now. Make you go take a shower, then get to church, and everything's gone for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I can't focus in church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree. No, that's a good one.
That That irritates me.
That's a good one.
Are you guys done?
That's
good
think
for
I'm
me.
All right,
done. I got
all
a
right.
lot of driving related
Tonight's
ones.
Yeah. You and Jen both.
episode is brought to you by Kathy Schmidt's.
Scott Trues.
All I could think of was Golden Doodle because of my daughter's dog.
Yeah, that's not
I
right.
knew that wasn't it. I was just like,
They're
it's not a Golden
They're,
Doodle. We're not eating dog tonight.
they're
Scotcheroos.
Schmitcheroos, right?
Schmitcheroos. Would you like a
Schmitcheroos.
Schmitcheroo?
Yes.
Would you
Thank
like
you,
one?
Kathy. I
Here,
appreciate it.
do you mind putting it on your end? Because you got a little bit more room
Okay,
than I do.
yeah.
And you can reach them.
I'll move over here.
She's eating the whole.
Leave it
whole
on the
thing
table
that
because
she
then
gave
you
us
can
already.
keep eating
Well,
it.
it's going to get in the way. A lot.
Also, special announcement.
Huh?
This is the last video live stream of the year
No, it's not.
that Aaron is in.
Yeah, correct.
Next week, Aaron is ditching out on us.
Yep.
So we're going to fly solo. The two of us are going to fly solo without him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be the most fun episode ever because you won't be here. Do you know what else irritates me?
What?
When you're on the show with me. It's stupid, I know, but it really
Hey,
makes
look
me
at that.
angry.
Emma's watching.
No, look at
Hi,
that.
Emma. What does she say?
Poppy
Yeah.
has similar coloring.
That's true.
I couldn't think.
It
All I
kinda
could
looks
think
like
of, I
the-
picked up the plate,
The curly, fuzzy hair.
and all I
Yeah.
could think of was Golden Doodle.
Yeah.
That's all I was thinking about. Because my daughter-in-law was at her office this week and sent a picture of there was a mini Golden Doodle running
Yeah.
around their office. And all I could think of was Poppy and that dog as I was looking at that. And I was like, I must be getting senile.
Yeah.
Golden Doodle.
I am the oldest one on the show. How are your Golden Doodles tasting, by the way?
Very good.
Delicious.
Very good.
All right. That's all I got. Next
Okay.
week is our last video episode of the year. Because we have the live show coming up. Are you guys excited for the live show?
And I think we
You guys
say-
don't seem very excited.
excited.
You're not
And we
excited.
usually do the live show after the Super Bowl, right? We let the season finish off and then come
I
back to
think
it.
we've typically done it the week before the Super Bowl when there's no
That's
game.
right. That's right. Yeah.
But you need everybody needs to check their calendar because I'm going to be contacting everybody to schedule it because obviously
we will
the
do it on
Packers
a
are not going to be
Sunday.
in the playoffs, so we
Right,
can do
we'll
it
do it
any
on a
Sunday.
Sunday.
You never know. They might be.
And even if the Vikings make the playoffs, we can do it that day anyway.
We
'cause
know
it
they're
won't-
going to be out in the
because
wild
it
card
won't
anyway.
even matter if they're in the playoffs.
and
the
I have to have
Vikings.
time to write my rant for that one.
There you go.
You've got at least a month. You could start now.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna
off
start
next
now.
week from the show. You could write during the time as
Yeah.
we're recording. Are you going to watch us live next week when we do the
That
show?
depends. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be doing.
Huh.
But
Do you know what
anyway.
else irritates me?
What?
When the host of the show doesn't prioritize the show. You know what? That's irritating.
Sorry.
It may
All
sound
right.
stupid
Let's
to you.
get on to the
Here
youth
we
league.
go. We
It's
got
start
the
of the week.
stud.
You open the door and just as a flood keeps coming out of things that could make me crazy.
So
Emma, tell me a stupid thing that makes you mad in the chat. I'd love to hear it. Go ahead.
So we have the stud of the week, and of course, has to be about the third time this has happened. Christian McCaffrey
Look what Emma sent
with
me.
42.7 points. He had 18
Golden Doodle.
rushes for 115 yards and a touchdown, and 5 catches for 72 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Here's the thing.
A
Is it
huge
any
week for
surprise
McCaffrey.
that he is the stud of the week?
He hasn't been it every week, but
He should be every
he's
week.
been in the top ones every single
I
week.
think he
just
should
about.
be the NFL MVP.
And in the youth league, Casey had him
Uh-huh.
and won. And in the men's league, Daniel had him and won. So
Yeah.
we had, obviously, when you get 42 points from a running back, you should win that week.
It's a bittersweet when I have that.
I know.
Because I was playing Casey this
Yeah.
week. We'll get to that.
So, yeah,
Wait a second.
in the
Oh,
youth
okay,
league,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I had him in the men's
I had a
league.
golden doodle moment.
Right, you had a,
Yeah.
I get it.
Sorry.
So, honorable
Are you
mentions for
holding
the
that out
week.
because you have bad vision? You're like 50. You need your reading glasses?
Some honorable studs, honorable mention studs. James
Daniel
Cook.
and John, honorable mention
James.
studs.
No, James Cook with 37.1
James.
points.
I thought he should have been the stud just because that's awesome.
Harid Goff with 31.12. Horton Addison with 30.1 points. Baker Mayfield 30.04. Halen Waddle with 29.2. Sam Laporta 28.6.
I like how you got your Hanukkah voice going.
I know. David Njoku 27.
Njoku.
Terry McLaurin on Dave's bench on everybody's bench because he'd been terrible,
Uh-huh.
27.1. Chris Godwin finally shows up with a big week, 26.5.
Also on benches.
And
The
one
best one.
and one that we'll talk about later. Ty Chandler with 25.7
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many points did Ty Chandler get this week?
25.7.
Oh, that's interesting.
How many points did he get me? 0.
Oh,
He was
I wasn't going to go
unclaimed
there.
in
I
the
just
youth
was going to
league.
say that.
Unclaimed in the youth league.
Unclaimed in the
Yeah.
youth league, yes. So
As maybe he
anyway,
should be.
on to the bust.
Bust of the week.
Oh, this is a good bust. I appreciate the decision that you made to pick
Oh,
this
that's
in
loud.
particular person.
Yeah.
It's not loud. That's loud. When the
Yeah.
explosion
Gotcha.
happens, it hurts my ears and I
Right.
can't hear for like 5 minutes.
First of all, we need to point out Emma's most annoying, stupid little thing when I walk into the room and all of the lights are on, but no one is in the room.
Oh, that's
That also drives me
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, that's good because
Does
she's about to become a parent.
Did she get that from you or Charisse?
Probably me. I
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
off a lot
yeah.
of lights. No,
I would guess.
sometimes Shreese leaves lights on around
Does
the house,
she?
I think.
Okay.
Emma, back me up or tell me I'm
All right.
wrong, but I
Yeah.
think that's usually what
I
happens.
think Cheryl leaves them on just to bug me sometimes.
Yeah, could be.
She would do that too.
Could be.
Anyway, the bust of the week is the Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
With 0
I like
points.
it's the Bijan
The
Robinson.
Bijan, yeah.
The Bijan
Bijan.
Robinson.
The Bijan. The big Bij.
Hey, Chris, can I ask you, who was the bust this week? Do you know?
What? How many points did he have?
Yeah.
Chris.
Chris, how many points did Bijan
Or-
Robinson have this week?
Brody would know too.
Yeah.
Brody?
Yeah, Brody.
But Brody won.
No, he
Brody
didn't.
had a bye.
He had a bye, and he's
Oh.
lucky because he
It
was
doesn't even
awful.
matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bijan Robinson, 0.4 points, 7 carries for 11 yards, and
Yeah.
1 reception for 3 yards and a fumble.
Yeah. Crazy.
What did Cheryl say?
Cheryl says she definitely would do that. Yeah.
And Emma says she gets it from you.
Yeah,
Totally.
shutting off the lights.
Yep. There you go.
So yeah, like we just said, Brody had. Ooh.
My
Ooh.
goodness.
The lights were on. They don't need to be on. We've got spotlights
That's
in
how I
here.
feel in the
Welcome to
office
the
here all the time.
podcast.
That's kind of cool. Wow.
We do that for Halloween next
Yeah,
year.
maybe.
Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, Brody had him in the youth league. Chris had him in the men's league. Some honorables. All of Chris's team.
Yes.
It's
Take your pick.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
That's amazing.
Dak Prescott,
That's good
who
writing.
was Chris's. Actually, he wrote that.
Did
part.
you write that?
I saw him typing it, and I was
job.
gonna write in there while he was typing it.
Get
Stop
yourself
writing
a
my stuff.
snickerdoodle.
I've eaten so many.
Oh, okay.
Dak Prescott was a bust this week. We'll talk about him. 6 points for him.
Yeah, crazy. Mm-hmm.
Garrett Wilson, 5.9. Derrick Henry, felt that one too.
Yep.
5 points. Saquon Barkley, 5.7.
Nathan felt that one.
Some of these busts ruining playoffs.
I can't wait till we get to the men's league.
Zay Flowers,
And I
1.7.
felt that one right to the crotch.
Drake London coming
Hold
off
on,
a
do you have that in
30-point
here?
week. Oh yeah,
Give
yeah.
him- give
hang
him
on.
the-
Yeah, we'll find
Yeah,
that one again.
I felt the
Hold
Zay
up, hold
Flowers
up.
one
Where
very
is it?
clearly.
Hang on.
That should just be in there
It
automatically.
needs to be here. Yeah, here it is.
Yep.
Okay, ready?
This is for you, Aaron.
Yeah. Hold up. Okay, ready?
This is for you.
I felt that one from Zay Flowers. That was exactly what it felt like.
Yes.
So, anyway.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Drake London coming off a 30-point week, only
Yeah.
4.4. And
Yeah.
Brees Hall in the shutout, 2.8.
Yep. Terrible.
So, yeah. There we go. I love that. That's so
I
funny.
do too.
Yeah.
I love that it's delayed so we can laugh a
know.
second time.
Yeah. Oh, crazy.
All right.
Speaking of, I got an important thing to point out
Okay.
about tonight's show. We have both had someone from our family make a little comment as they're watching the show live.
Uh-huh.
I believe there's 3 people in your house right now who probably are going to be up for another 5 or 6 hours anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not watching. They're not making comments.
Well, one of them's probably at Culver's with all of the youth league.
Um,
And
Which
the other
explains
two,
this.
the one is getting ready for bed because she has to teach again tomorrow.
Oh.
And the other could be, but she cares nothing about fantasy football.
I think what we need to do is we need to talk to Culver's, and you know they got that
They
TV
need to put
in
it
the
up
lobby.
on the,
Yeah.
oh.
Put the show up so that the
That
guys
would be
can enjoy
great.
it.
Yeah.
They should.
I
They
like
should all
it.
be watching it together and
We'll
commenting
get our
together.
first broadcasting deal with Culver's.
Yeah,
I
there
like
we
it.
go.
That'd be amazing.
What if our show was sponsored by Culver's? Imagine how many cheese curds you
Oh,
could
and
have.
we could eat it every
Yes.
night while we're
Eat
when
cheese
we do.
curds
Yeah.
during the show. I love it.
Alrighty, here we go. Youth League.
Yeah, Juggernaut.
The Juggernaut. Obviously,
Give me
with
the juggernaut. You
42
can't do it for 5 seconds.
42.7 points from McCaffrey. is Casey Eitenbrook.
We
which
could be like doing a
is-
puppet show.
Which is Casey, if you didn't know that. 147.48 points. Brock Purdy with 33.7, and McCaffrey with 42.7, and Rashee Rice with 24. That is the majority of his points with 3 players.
Yeah.
And he had 60 points on the bench between James Cook and Chris Godwin.
Yep.
Casey is in pretty good shape going into the playoffs.
The
and
the
is
Eitenbrock
juggernaut of
Bowl,
the
you
league.
mean? That's
the
coming up.
Eitenbrook Bowl,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
I like how the first time Brody actually contributed, other than saying "stop texting," was about this match.
It was,
this
yeah.
week.
And then I just
Matchup
shut
of
him
the
down.
century.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the camera was closer in the basement
I
and
know,
Juggernaut
yeah,
could
yeah,
get really
yeah,
close?
I know.
Even when I
Can't
go
do that
close to the
anymore.
camera, he's not any
know.
bigger.
And the bros are going to go at it this week.
We need
so-
a bigger Juggernaut.
Well, we can only make it so big. I mean, we'd have
The
to
real
get
Juggernaut is like
I know, but we'd have to
18
get
feet
like a
tall
stuffed
and
Juggernaut
like
or
36
something.
feet wide.
Yeah. So anyway,
Caboose
caboose
of the week.
in the youth league. Since Casey was the Juggernaut, Brody is the caboose.
Oofda.
Brody had 79.02 points, with Derrick Henry, who had
JJ.
5, Tyler Lockett,
Really?
who had 5,
not-
Drake London,
It
who
is.
had 4, Bijan, who had
my
.4, and the Cowboys, who had 0.
I
He
didn't.
also
There's more.
had 60 points on the bench between Amari Cooper, T. Higgins, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. So, still, Casey in a much better position going into the Bro v. Bro matchup in the next week.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm not
Let's do
following
it.
how that happened.
What?
What?
Did one of them not have a game?
Brody's
Brody
on
didn't have a
bye.
game, yeah.
Brody was on bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Youth League has buys because we only have 6 in the playoffs.
Well, but you can't give him a caboose when he's on a bye. He doesn't
yeah, but
care.
I did it because Casey won the Juggernaut and he deserves a
But
caboose.
but when you're on bye, you put in all your scrubs to give him some playing time.
No,
It's like
he
an
played-
exhibition
he played
game.
his
You
team.
want your
It's-
best score anyway.
It's like
Yeah.
Packer family night. You're
Yeah,
not really
no.
getting anybody good
No.
out there. They're just
Brody-
running around pretending like they're
Brody-
going to make the team.
Brody deserved the caboose
All
this
right.
week and he got it.
On to the fastest 3 minutes.
Let's do it!
Here we go.
Really, the fastest 3 minutes.
But because there's only 2 matchups this week, it's not the fastest 3 minutes. We're gonna do a breakdown of the games. Here we go. Woohoo! First up, it is. You know what? We gotta have the background music anyway.
Yeah, why did we lose the background music?
We're gonna take
Well-
we're gonna take this away
Well, why can't we
But-
just call it the fastest 3 minutes?
because that's
anyways?
going. There's only 2 matchups.
All right, here we go.
Here
I
we
know,
go.
but it's be really fast.
First matchup. It's number 5, Daniel Manser. Daniel
Yeah.
versus number 4, Casey Eitenbrock. Casey. Summed up with 2 words. Cowboys, 49ers.
Yeah.
That tag team of Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey absolutely destroyed me this week. 75 points between the 2 of them. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott
Yeah.
lays an egg with 6 points.
He got you to the playoffs.
Got me to the playoffs and then hosed me.
Let you down.
Because apparently, Dak Prescott can't play outside, can't play in a little rain, absolutely turns into a baby when he's outside, out of his cute little dome in Texas.
And can't play against a real
Can't
team.
play
it
against a
seems.
real team
Yeah,
either, apparently.
exactly.
Yeah.
We have a question via the group text.
What's the
Okay.
question?
Jason Lone asks, Daniel, why are your cheeks so red?
They've been really red all night. I don't know. I think I got worked up and upset at.
And Randy's excited about watching. He sent
Wow.
a great gif.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
You know what? My face is always red. Deal
Yeah.
with it. What
Deal
am
with
I at
it.
here? Yeah. I did
Sorry.
get 29 points from Jalen Waddle. Great week for him. 17 from Zamir White.
Yeah, crazy.
Great last minute pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Back up to Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
How about that? And 15 from Justin Jefferson. Welcome back to him. 17 from the Bears defense.
Yeah.
It was a good week.
I like how a Packer fan is starting the Bears defense.
Well-
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This
That's
is
when
fantasy.
you know.
Yeah,
I know.
this
That's
is
when you know
fantasy.
fantasy football is more important than
But-
your real team.
Even with that great lineup there, I still lost 147
Great is
to
debatable.
116.
You lost by 31.
I don't. Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
There's nothing I could have done this
And
week
you
to be
lost
any
to
better.
Casey.
Yeah. Yeah. In the next
Aaron-
matchup, it's number 3. I hate everyone's team names. These 2 versus number
That's
6,
us.
Isaac Gerlitz. Isaac Gerlitz. Not even sure if he's watching his team anymore because he started Tyreek Hill, who was IA.
Yeah.
Not sure it would have mattered, though. He would have needed, 28
Yeah.
points?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
Coulda
conceivable.
Could have
Yeah.
very easily could
Yeah.
have happened.
Yeah.
So you guys win 142 to 115.
Yeah,
on
we
there.
did.
You
That's
had
right.
25 even from Kyron Williams, Jameer Gibbs, and Amon-Ra St.
Woo!
Brown.
That's correct, baby.
It's a good week there.
That's correct.
Some noteworthy notes from the teams on by. Eric Polda this week had 147 points.
Yeah.
He is a scary one in the consolation bracket.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eric, you're where exactly?
Yeah.
In the consolation bracket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. We already talked about Brody, the
Yep.
number 1 seed with only 79 points. He needs to figure it out if he has any chance to beat
That's correct.
Casey next week.
Yep.
By the way, the reason we won this week was just to destroy Isaac Gerlitz's team
That's
name.
correct.
Yeah.
Because now he's
He
out.
set the trend.
He's out, and everybody else is going down.
That's right.
To I hate everybody else's
right.
team name.
I like
Let's
it.
look at next week's matchups real quick, because we are in the playoffs. First of all, in the consolation bracket is number 7 BYU Evan.
He converted from Lutheranism.
I was gonna say
now
he's
a Mormon.
Lutheran, now he's
Okay,
Mormon.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Versus number 10 Dristan Jenrickson.
I
Yeah.
actually like that team
Yeah.
name.
It's not
Had
too
we
bad,
had
yeah.
power rankings,
Yeah.
he'd have a better
Yeah.
ranking this week.
My predictions on this one, I think Tristan's gonna pull it out.
Yeah.
Tristan had a
Ooh.
good finish to the year.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Evan has not had a good finish to the year. He dropped himself right out of the playoffs. I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna do any good
Yeah.
here. So
Do you think
Yeah.
he did that on
I
purpose?
think he said he
I
had
don't know.
4 losses in a row.
4 losses
and
in a
that
row to
took
knock him out of the playoffs. Yep. And he
Oh,
had the
man.
lowest score
That
of
hurts.
the 7-7 teams, I think it was.
Man.
So I think Tristan's gonna beat him this week. And the other matchup is Isaac Schilp versus Eric Polda.
And,
Team names Isaac Schilp and Eric Polda.
and what can, and
Number
what
9
can
and
we
number
say
8.
about that
What can we
one?
say
I don't
about
know.
them? I think
They
Eric's
both don't
got
care.
this one. Neither one of them care. They
Yeah.
both give up.
Yeah.
But I think Eric's gonna pull it out. He's had a few good weeks at the end of the
Yeah.
year here.
You never know. Isaac could come out of nowhere.
We'll see. He did have 120 points this week. In the playoff matchups, it's the Brother Bowl.
Yes!
Brody Eitenbrock
The match of the century.
versus number 4, Casey Eitenbrock. I already texted the group chat what my prediction of this one is. Casey is winning. I don't remember what the score is that I picked. It was
Yeah.
like 143 to 128 or something like that.
Yep.
That's my pick. Casey's rolling all the way to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. He's gonna win it all.
148 to 131.
148,
Wow.
131. Casey
Holy
wins it.
cow.
And then the other matchup, it's number 3, I hate everyone's team names versus number 2, Kittle Corn.
Yes, John.
AB.
Yeah.
Let's do this, John.
Let's defeat the Kittle Corn.
Let's take
hate-
AB out.
I hate saying you're gonna win, but you're gonna win.
Yep.
AB is decimated in his once
I hope we
dominant.
win. I don't want to lose
dominant
to Abraham
team.
in the playoffs.
agree.
No.
I agree. We need to take this one.
He
John.
is going to be missing Keenan Allen. He's going to be missing
Good.
Justin Herbert.
Good.
Yeah, sorry, AB.
Good.
Not happening.
Yep.
Good.
Me and Isaac Gerlitz
Good
are on by,
plan.
and that is this week's Not Fast as 3 Minutes.
It was the playoff breakdown.
The playoff breakdown.
Well,
That's right.
yeah.
You know, we
We
got to
need
do
a
something
better
different.
name.
It's
Yeah,
playoffs.
John
Playoffs.
interrupts you usually when you're doing the fastest.
Yeah,
3
I could get through it in 3 minutes.
We've
Because
never
he-
actually
I'm
done
He
always
a
said a
fastest
lot of
3
funny
minutes.
stuff, so I was trying to
No,
tell
I mean,
him.
you're like.
I was
but-
going to ask you,
yeah.
too, it's that one line about when you said those two guys, and you're like, I forgot what you said. That was
Team
really
names,
funny.
Isaac Schilp and Eric Polder.
That's it.
Yeah.
You just said their team names. I thought maybe you'd written it, but I think you wrote that yourself.
Yeah,
That's
Daniel
good
got
work.
that. He writes
I
the
did.
fastest 3 minutes.
I read all this. This is all me.
All right, here we go. Power rankings.
Oh, power rankings. Here we go.
Here's the power rankings. There's no power rankings. It's the playoffs.
Oh, come on.
That's it.
Come on.
What kind of power rankings you want? You guys are ripping on Brody for having 79 on
We've been
bye.
ripping on the power rankings all year anyway, so
Right.
I'm glad.
I
you
You
know
say-
can't do a power rankings
I say
for consolation and playoff losers. There's only 4 teams
that.
left.
We just talked about the
Fine.
predictions.
Fine.
It's Casey.
I could do the
You,
4. I
AB,
think, I
and
think,
Brody.
I think Brody might win.
No.
I picked Brody to win it all.
All right.
All right, here we
Even
go.
over us.
What are our picks?
Water bet.
Who's winning it all between the 3 of us? We have to pick one.
Casey.
I
I'm
picked
going us.
I picked Brody
Fine.
last week.
Fine.
You guys
Brody,
are looking at me
Casey,
like I don't
and
know
I'm
what's
going
going on.
us.
All
I
right.
gotta write that down.
All right.
That works.
So who's winning it all? Okay.
Watch to be AB.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think
my.
it's time for the men's league.
All right, men's league, here we go. We are going to get it going with a matchup that had everything. It had laughter. It had tears. It had Randy. It had Dave. And Dave pulls off the win with 121.96 points to Randy's 118.56. Dave, after whining and complaining all year long, makes it into the playoffs and takes out Randy in the first round.
First of all, can we just say thank you for taking out
Yeah!
Randy?
I mean,
That makes me very happy.
I really appreciate it, Dave.
And
I
the
mean,
good news is that Randy's watching so he can hear us.
Yep, so Randy gets the loss.
And Randy said he changed his team name already.
Oh.
Yes,
I
he did.
was checking earlier to see what did he change it to.
Did he change it recently versus what it was before?
I think so. I got to
Okay,
get there.
well, you let me know what it is.
You can see how quickly I'm moving.
Yeah,
It
you're like
is-
flying.
My fantasy died.
Okay, my fantasy died.
It was dying,
So,
and now it's...
Goldhaven Knights defeats My Fantasy Has Died, and Dave gets the Praise the Lord award. And he is praising the Lord because he made it into the playoffs.
Here's the thing.
He won a game, and that Randy's team basically disappeared in the playoffs, and Dave
Yeah.
is out of the first round.
Dave's out of the first round?
He's
He's
makes
moved
it
I'm
out
sorry.
of the first round.
I'm sorry. When you said
What
that,
did you wanna say?
I
You
thought
were
you meant
trying
he's
to-
out of the
No,
playoffs.
you were trying to interrupt me while I was going
No,
through that. What'd
I
you
was
want?
asking a question. I
What?
had a question. I
Okay.
said, what were you trying to say? You said Dave is out of the playoffs.
He makes it out of the first round. That's how
I'm
out of the
sorry.
first round.
I didn't understand.
And so because
I had another golden doodle moment.
Randy's team had some issues, he gets a Left Me Hanging award.
Bueller. 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 Bueller.
Have you guys seen Bueller anywhere?
Bueller.
So Randy has Pacheco out with an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill out with an injury. Tajay Spears with 4.7. Adam Thielen with 8.3. And C. Wilson, I don't even know
Cedric.
who that is,
Cedric.
scores 2.2
Cedric.
points.
I'm going to start calling you
And
Cedric.
you know
so
what
you
he
can
had on
remember.
the bench? Bupkis. So he did everything he could to put up that 118 points, and it didn't matter. But that's not what his award is. It was Left Me Hanging. So Randy's team all year long had some great weeks,
Flying high.
and then he started to tail off, and his team deserted him.
I
in
think
the
Chris
playoffs.
was right. He peaked
He peaked
at the wrong time.
too early, and
Wrong
the
time.
weird thing is that Chris also peaked too early, which
Yes.
you can get too late.
I'm excited
So,
about talking
yeah.
about
So,
that.
yeah. All right, Daniel,
Chris, all right, here we go with the next matchup. It is, hold up, wait a minute.
put a little love in it.
I love it. It's
Why don't
great.
you have that one in there? By the way, Jason says, taking out Randy. Come on, man. We
Come
should
on,
add a
man.
Come on, man award.
Yeah.
Remember those days? Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
man.
Come
you make
on,
it, buddy.
man.
Randy could say
Come
that to
on,
his
man.
whole
Yeah.
team.
I know, yeah, right. Yeah.
I was going against Rare Bijan Beef Chris this week, and I went into this week with not a lot of confidence.
Right.
because
Low
Chris has been
expectations.
pretty
Right,
good.
yeah.
I was,
Yeah.
some good weeks, some not so good weeks. But
That's
it
true.
started off Thursday night with Devontae Adams and the Raiders absolutely
Offensive explosion.
pounding
Yes.
the Chargers.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Getting 25 points from Devontae Adams, and then it just continued. I had to pick up Dontavian Wicks because Chris Olave was hurt,
Yep.
and Wicks was like the only guy with double digits available.
Yep.
He got me 15 points.
That's incredible.
I had to play Curtis Samuel off my bench. He got me 21 points and 2 touchdowns. Crazy stuff. So thanks to all that, including Christian McCaffrey with 42 points.
Oh, wait.
I
How many did Chris McCaffrey get?
42
Oh,
points.
Yeah.
who traded to get him on his team?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
nice
That's
one.
right. Yep. I could have had even more than 159 points had I started Jared Goff over Jordan Love, which
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be doing this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Jordan Love's had a few rough weeks here.
Yeah.
So I could
You
have
really
been
jumped-
170 something there, but not quite. But because of all that, I get the Working Hard Award.
Okay,
My team.
whether you're at home,
Working hard.
whether you're driving, whether your spouse or kids are sleeping, you gotta shout it out. You can't stop me, Daniel.
You cannot stop me.
That's right, baby.
Am I rolling in as a favorite right now?
I think so. Anybody with McCaffrey is a favorite.
That's
That's
true.
right.
That's true.
Chris, on the other side of things, we talked about his whole team being a bust. Listen to this.
I
Dak
think
Prescott,
I think you are a favorite.
6.6. Travis Etienne, 9.9. Kevin Ridley,
Just say golden
8.9.
Yeah.
Golden Noodle. Brandon Ayuk, 6.7. Garrett Wilson, 5.9. Bijan, 0.4. And Young
Young Wei.
Young Wei.
Koo, whatever his name is, 1.0.
Yeah.
By the way, what was the award that
What
Chris
did
got? I wonder.
Chris get?
I
It's
wonder
weird.
what
I
it could
can't
have
remember.
been.
His
I don't know
yeah.
what you
Yeah.
got. The working hard. I wonder what Chris. I really got excited
No.
about that one.
No working for Chris.
The best
That's
part
right.
of this was
84
Bijan
points.
Yeah,
Robinson.
crazy.
0.4.
He played like 50% of the snaps. What is Arthur Smith doing?
That was.
He
that-
has to be one of the worst coaches of all time.
I heard on somebody today saying something that the owner of the team's waiting till the season's over to whether to fire him or not, and they said they could win their division still.
They
Atlanta.
could. They should have fired him 3 weeks ago. What are
But
they doing?
you know who Chris should have fired 3 weeks ago? Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
awful.
It's not
Yeah.
been good.
Yeah.
This game was so hard for me because
How was it hard? You crushed
no,
him.
No, because Dak Prescott for Chris laid an
Had
egg.
been fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a little worried about
Yeah.
that, but I wanted him to score a lot so I could maybe beat Casey in the youth league, but he didn't. And then McCaffrey went off, which for me is good in the men's league, but in the youth league with Casey,
So
it's bad.
You're yeah,
So I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
That's the classic
Yeah.
multi-fantasy football
Right.
team problem when
I
you're going
think-
against
Right.
the guy who
Travis
you have on your
Etienne
team.
too. Travis Etienne, I have him in the youth league.
It's
So
like
I'm
when
hoping he
Dash
gets
is
some, but
running the race at the end of The Incredibles.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
So get away,
go,
but not too
go, and he speeds up. Not too fast, and he
Yeah,
slows
yeah.
down. Well, don't give up, and he speeds up a little bit.
The
Yeah.
best part, though, you crushed Chris by
Yeah.
75
Yeah.
stinking
Yes.
points.
Yes.
I noticed that Chris isn't commenting, watching, or
Yeah, I
texting
know.
tonight.
Yeah, he's
No.
very disappointed.
He
I can
very well
imagine.
may be working,
Yeah.
though, too.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
All right, next matchup.
Next matchup
Here we go.
I get to talk about. It is Mr. He's had this team name all year, and it was true for the first like 60% of the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I am not dangerous, Eric Eitenbrock, whose two sons, by the way, are in the Eitenbrock Bowl in the playoffs in the youth
Mm-hmm.
league. It is Eric versus, I'm looking at the wrong screen, Nathan.
Yes.
Mr. I've been number one all year.
Mr.
Aaron, how do you say that?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron. And he wasn't too bad, but Eric's dangerous. He is very dangerous. He is extremely dangerous.
Oh, wait. We totally missed it. Chris also gets the Caboose Award.
Oh.
Just let it go. Sorry, continue.
Okay.
The best part
I
about
love that
giving
he
him the
just did it to
caboose, I like it when it plays all the way through. The best part about Chris doing the caboose was he was the one telling everybody else how they peaked too
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Like the last couple weeks,
Yeah.
that's been his line.
Yes.
He's been having a ton of fun ripping on everybody else this whole time. And first weekend of the playoffs, caboose. That's good.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get back to a different game. It is
Yep.
Eric versus Nathan, and Eric destroys Nathan by 50 points.
Yes.
177.42 to Nathan's 124, and therefore Eric gets the...
Nothing stops me. I'm raw power.
He gets the Raw
Close,
Power
you gotta
Award.
stand
He gets nearly 180 points. You're going to fall over. You know what that is? What is it? The center of gravity on
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Because he's like 10 feet tall. If you lean over, you're just
It
going to
happens
collapse.
a
Yeah.
lot, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
Let's talk more about Eric's juggernaut. Like I said, 177.42 points. And he had Jalen Hurts, 21.92. I'm getting scientific, you notice.
I like
He
it.
has, here's the big one, James Cook, which could have been a surprise.
Yeah.
I can't say it. James Cook, 37.1. I mean, all they did in the rain in Buffalo against the Cowboys was run.
Yeah.
Run. He got some passes too. He had Jefferson. Welcome back a little
Jefferson.
bit. Only 15, but still, that's good. And again, he had Jalen Waddle, 29.2 points. He had Rashee Rice, who we've talked about before, 24 points.
Yeah.
And A.J. Brown, stud receiver.
Hey, Brown.
You do it.
A.J. Brown. Yeah.
Who has been amazing all season, only 13, but all those
That's not
points.
A.J. Brown. That's the Browns.
Oh, the Browns defense?
Yes. John can't read very well.
Sorry. This is my 15th golden doodle of the night.
There's AJ
Sorry,
Brown
the
down
Browns
Right.
defense,
I
because you have
A.J.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown. This is the Browns.
I paused like that for
Yeah.
a second, but it didn't
Right,
work.
yeah.
Anyways, Eric is truly dangerous. I think Eric is peaking at the right time, and he just might be my pick to win
What's
the
new?
whole thing. Well, last year, he was in the bottom feeders.
Yeah, but
This
this
year-
is ridiculous. If he wins it this year, it'll be 3 and 4 years that Eric has won.
Hey, he probably
This is
deserves
irritating.
it.
This is irritating.
Is this one of the stupid things that irritate you,
It
makes
does.
you angry?
His team was absolute crap at the beginning of the year. Absolute trash.
Because
And he sneaks his way into the playoffs just so that his team can finally start posting points. And you know what really irritates me about this? Rashee Rice. You know why?
here it comes.
Because that guy is taking catches from Travis Kelce, which we'll get to in a little
I
bit.
got an extra strip
What in
for
the
him.
world is going on?
This is what happened. The number 1 overall pick, Jefferson, injured. Okay? And that's been horrible. But if you're going to win, you got to be lucky. James Cook, 37 points. Tariq Hill out is why Waddle got 29. When things just happen, man, it's lucky. That's how that goes. But it's also sticking with it and not giving up. He made some trades. You traded with him. You gave him a tight end.
Yeah,
You aided him in winning this one.
kind of.
So you only have yourself to blame
But the
if he
trade
wins
was
the
fair
Super Bowl
because
this
the
year.
trade helped me too.
It did. Anyways, let's get to Nathan. 124 points, like we said, and he gets a positive award, which I don't know why you're giving a
I don't know
positive
if we've ever
award
given this award to someone who lost
to
before.
somebody who lost. But let's give Nathan
Oh, that's
the
not
deserving
right.
word.
That's
He
not
gets
right.
the
Wow, we're already there.
Sorry, that's not right.
what's wrong
I
with
forgot to give Nathan an award. You know what, Nathan?
Those aren't even his points for this week.
Those are from last week. So
Okay, hold on.
Here's
Hold
Nathan's
on a
award.
second. Hold
Here's
on a
Nathan's
second.
award.
Hold on a second. We
I
got to
have it.
get into the chat. In
I
the
have
chat,
it.
Jason says trading Devontae was the worst trade
Yeah.
for Jason. He also says, "You're welcome, Pastor D." LOL.
I mean,
And
Gibbs has been fine.
Randy says Chris is going to feel bad when he loses again to me.
Because
you know they're playing each other?
Playing, yeah.
And then Jason joined in when I did. He said, "Here comes the rant." So I
Yeah.
think he texted
that
as
was
you were
just the
building
first
that up.
one. That was the first one.
Okay.
Why
But
was it
give-
a bad trade? Is 25 and 25 this week? It's even.
Yeah.
Well,
Gibbs
he didn't
was
get
a
the
good-
points,
yeah,
is
yeah.
why.
But
Oh, wow.
anyway, here is Nathan's award that I forgot to put in there. Nathan gets the Meh Award.
Oh, let me find it.
Well,
That
I
was
think
my
you better
fault.
tell the sound tech
That was my
and the
fault.
CIO. When I was talking about
That
the
was
text, you
my
could have
fault.
whispered in his ear.
That was my fault. I forgot to put it in there. I got so excited about some of the other ones. I forgot. Nathan, I got so excited about some of the other things. I forgot all about you. You know how that is? It's just,
Cheryl says
forgot all
in the
about you,
chat,
Jim.
what are we going to do next week without you here ranting?
I know. What are you gonna
It's going to
do?
be a very
Well,
peaceful and fun
gonna be-
episode.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's going to be
anyway,
a normal radio show.
that was my fault.
By the way,
forgot
tonight
order.
was the night that Nathan got destroyed for the kids raising money for
Correct.
missions
Yeah.
for BGMC and
Yeah.
Kingdom Builders
Yeah.
tonight. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to get the video of that. It's going to be a fun
Right.
There
time.
you go.
All right, there you go. So,
All right.
apologies, that was my fault.
But did you see how I was filling time and
you
you
were
could just say,
yes,
you could have
yes.
just said, meh.
Well,
What am I even here for?
I mean, this whole show, it started off with a botched intro. So I
did.
mean, we're just
It was one of the
keeping it up.
funniest
Mediocre.
ones that
We're
I've
just
ever
keeping it going.
heard, so I thought it
We're
was
just
it.
keeping it going. You know what the show is? It's meh.
Meh.
No, it's not. It's amazing.
It's the mediocre.
Why you got it? Is the mediocreest, but it doesn't mean that it's meh.
Sorry.
All right, next matchup.
Sorry about that, John.
Hold on, I gotta get.
took away
It's
from it.
meh,
What are
but
you
we didn't
looking
get into
for?
details why
Oh.
he's
So-
meh.
Well,
Oh,
you're gonna have to
okay,
look
well,
at it.
I
because
am.
all right.
No one-
Saquon Barkley,
Yep.
5 points.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Romeo Dobbs, 6
Oh, yeah, he
points.
was
bad.
Buccaneers defense,
Correct.
5 points. Here we
Yes.
go.
Here we go.
Stephon Diggs, 8
8 points.
points. The rest of his team wasn't too bad. 126 isn't bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you gave him the meh, but it's
Because
fine.
in this league, 120 points is meh.
My mom
say
is
so.
watching. She says she can't hear us. Hold up.
Turn your volume up, Mom.
We got volume.
Yeah.
Turn your
Everybody
volume up.
else can hear
Yeah.
us. So,
Yeah.
Joanne, this is what you do. You find the
Watch.
volume of your
Yeah.
device and
Yeah.
you turn it up.
There
Make
we go.
sure,
Or
make sure it's not
you
muted on
look
the little
at the
box.
symbol
Right.
for the speaker, and if
Right.
there's a line through it, tap that and it'll turn the sound on.
Correct. I love that we're giving YouTube instructions in the show.
on YouTube.
All right,
She
next.
can't hear any of that though.
Next-
Oh, wait. Chris chimed in finally.
Okay, what did Chris
Welcome
say?
to the show, Chris. Chris says, the mighty have fallen, and we left with consolation game.
Okay.
Randy, it will be a painful Christmas for ya. Sorry.
Wow.
I suppose if we give her
Okay.
directions on how to turn the volume up and
I
she
mean,
can't hear, that
This
would
is
be...
This is just fascinating show content right here.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what we were
That's
doing.
why we're the mediocre.
The last matchup of the week. Here we go. This was the big one. It was me versus Judah.
Wait, this isn't the last matchup because there's still one more to talk
Well, this is the last matchup. And then we've got some other awards to give out. It's the last matchup.
Yeah.
So the last matchup of the week, it is Judah, Mr. Judah Johnson to you, versus me. I hate Zay. And this week really did it for me. So the
Everybody
actual,
put on your
Get ready,
seatbelts.
get ready.
the actual correct answer to the opening question, something stupid that I really hate, is Zay Flowers. That's what
Oh.
the answer is.
I thought you were going in a different direction.
Something stupid that I really hate is when you draft a player, you play him, and they let you down. Not only do they let you
That
down,
almost sounded heartbreaking.
they
Hey, where's
kick you
that,
in the crotch
Get in-
in the one
That-
week
I
of
was
the
looking
year
for that
where you have to get a
sad
win.
Music one.
You have to
Oh.
get a win. And you know who I blame? I blame Jim Harbaugh. You know who I blame? I blame Lamar Jackson for being the most inconsistent and non-dependable quarterback in the entire league who MVP best quarterback. Load! What a load! $200 million contract because I need my money. What a load! You're not even throwing to your best receiver. What a load! Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson should be playing in the G League of the NBA. You know who I also hate? I really, really hate Rashee Rice, and we already established that. How does Travis Kelce, the best tight end in the league,
I
get
don't know
10
what that one's
points?
called.
You know who I also don't like? Patrick Mahomes, because he's been terrible all year long, can't get the ball to Travis Kelce. And you know what I also don't like? Is when A.J. Brown gets me 40 points 4 weeks in a row and can't muster a week in the
I don't know
playoffs.
if that's it.
Hang on,
When
I'm
it
not
matters
sure what this
most.
is, but we're gonna play it for you anyway.
My goodness.
There you go.
That is exactly what happened. Very disappointing. Very
There's a
disappointing.
lot of good ones in
There
there.
are. Hang on.
What are you guys
I have
looking
a
at?
wait. I have a question for you though. First,
Okay.
you're mad at Jim Harbaugh,
Yes.
the coach of the Michigan Wolverines.
John Harbaugh.
Oh, okay. Because you said Jim Harbaugh.
I say Jim?
I didn't know why,
Whatever.
but then you said Lamar Jackson, so that got
Whatever.
me. That was
Here, let's
bad.
give you this
John
one too.
Harbaugh.
So, I'm just wondering, maybe baseball isn't exactly your thing.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Maybe
fantasy football isn't your thing.
And then just for good.
I thought
love this.
I thought when you said because Zay Flowers has been good early in the season, not lately.
Yeah.
And I see how he let you down.
Yes.
But I thought you were gonna talk at the beginning what you get really mad about when you pick somebody off of waivers.
Well, I haven't even gotten to that yet.
Okay.
That's not even the real
Okay.
rant. So,
Did you see Chris's comment here? He thought he was on a bye week.
I don't think that's what happened.
here we go. So, Judah gets the Wonder Triplets Award.
Hang on, I'm far from there.
Okay. Sorry.
We're busy playing video
We
games.
gotta get back to the show.
We're
They're
playing
occupied
games.
with other
Well-
things.
Wonder Twin Powers.
I'm not even doing it.
I'm not even doing it.
Here.
Ice unicycle.
Not even doing it this week.
You got to be the octopus.
Yeah.
Judah has Kyron Williams with 25.5, Trey McBride with 21.2, and the Dolphins defense with 24
He beat you with the
24
Dolphins
points
defense.
from the Dolphins defense. And I get the Whoops-A-Daisy Award,
Yeah, you do.
which I guess.
What do you mean, you guess?
The irritating thing on this one is that I picked up Ty Chandler off of waiver wires in order to play him this week. I forgot about the Saturday matchups. I was on vacation. I was having a good time.
Thought he was on a bye week.
I thought, and then I realized that I was going to play Chandler, and I forgot. And I left him on my bench. Now,
You left him on the bench.
I would have.
He was who you thought he was, and you left him on the bench.
And you know who Ty Chandler is? He is who I thought he was. He is who I thought he was.
They are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
He is who I thought he was. And he played well. And you know what really angers me? Is I would have started him over Ken Walker, which is the wrong pick. Because who I should have started him over was either Zay Flowers
Yep.
or David Montgomery or A.J. Brown.
Remember one
Now,
thing?
who in the world would have started Ty Chandler over A.J. Brown? Absolutely ridiculous.
I got
know-
one more for you.
I know who would have started.
Darling, that really hurt.
Ridiculous.
You hurt yourself. I know who would
You
have.
know what really makes me mad? Is I'm the only one of the 4 underdogs that didn't win.
That's true.
The only one.
Number 6, number 7, number 8, all won. It's number 5 didn't.
It's only right. It's only right.
By the
I
way-
don't know why I get upset. Because it's only right. The universe likes to stand up and just kick me in the crotch when it comes to fantasy football. It just, there's nothing the universe loves more than doing that.
By the way, I know who would have started Chandler over A.J. Brown.
A Vikings fan.
One more time.
No, I'll tell
I'm
you.
starting to actually feel that.
I'll tell you who would have started Tyson Chandler over A.J.
Who?
Brown. A winner.
Well, yeah. If you want to simplify it. Anyway.
Anyway, what's the end of this?
You're just ready to be done.
Um,
All right, now we're talking about my team and the rest of us who are on bye this week because we did not make the real playoffs.
Right.
We're all bottom feeders.
Yes.
And we're starting this off by giving us all this award.
Playoffs? What I'm talking
Oh,
about?
got the wrong thing
Playoffs?
again.
That's
You
okay, I
kidding me?
No,
can
you're
swerve.
Playoffs?
That's
no,
I just
there
hope
we
we
go.
can win a game.
Oh, I have
Playoffs.
twice.
All right.
Playoffs?
A double playoffs.
You can give a quadruple because there's
Yeah,
4 of us
I
who
know.
are all on bye because
I
we're all
know.
bottom feeders.
But playoffs?
Playoffs?
Yeah.
You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Because really, all of us just hope to win one game.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you can win one game, you are
Then
not
you're
the
not
bottom feeder.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Speaking
yeah.
of the 11-12 matchup, that is the underdog in the 11-12 matchup is not
Yeah.
going to be good.
Here we go.
So here we go. Ben's team used cocoa butter, Mr. White.
yeah, he's got them really coming.
When
here.
does that come
I don't
up?
know what that one is, but yeah.
But he got 123 points. But you know what? In the end,
Yep.
battle for last place Jason,
Yeah.
who is in the bottom feeders, 149 points.
Where was this?
But you know what? In the end, and here's the worst of all. Eric, picking your nose in the porta potty, 159.86, 160
Holy cow.
points on bye week.
Wow.
But you know what, Eric?
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Well, here's the worst part of this whole thing. Scoring the worst of the bottom feeders this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
At 110 was me. But the good thing is, unless I lose next
Right,
week,
yeah,
then it don't
yeah.
really matter.
You really got to pull it together.
I'm
here.
not in good shape.
Yeah.
I'm really not in
Yeah.
good shape.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Alrighty.
the bottom
All right.
feeders are back in next week. Everybody's playing for spots who lost this week.
Correct.
All the top seeds and you.
And you know what is really exciting? It's you and me, Nathan. It all comes back to this, baby.
All right, we're on to the pick'ems, the water bet from last week. Here we go. So we decided that for every
Yes.
pick was going to be water or
Correct.
not.
Correct.
Everyone you got wrong, you got wet.
That's right.
You get
So,
wrong, you get wet.
Here's how this
Correct.
went. The first matchup was Nathan versus Eric Eitenbrock. Me and you picked Nathan.
We picked Nathan.
You picked Eric.
I'm kind of excited because
You
I
got
don't
one there.
want Eric to win, but that's,
Yep. And I
Darn
watched
it.
back to make sure all this is correct too. Next one was you versus Judah.
Yeah.
You picked you.
Yeah.
We both picked Judah.
yeah.
Yes!
I
Yes!
should've
We
gone with
picked
my
against
gut.
you.
I knew I wasn't going to win this one.
But
Yeah.
you can't bet against yourself. You've
Yeah.
said that all
well,
season.
you can because you do it all the
I
time.
do it all the time, but
But-
you say
right.
you can't.
Next one was Randy versus Dave. We all went with the underdog.
Yeah,
Moving
that's
on.
weird. We
Yeah.
all
We all won.
We are all
Yeah.
right on that one.
That's right.
Let's go.
we knew Randy's team was
Yep.
struggling.
So we're all safe there. And last
Yeah.
one was Chris versus me. I picked me. You both
Holy
picked Chris.
cow!
Which
Man.
means
Here's the problem. We peaked at the wrong time
Yeah.
with the water bets.
Chris,
Which
I just
means-
have this to say. You hosed me again!
yeah.
We're getting wet because of you,
So
Chris.
this means I get 1 cup, you both get 2.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All
that
right.
stinks.
All right, next week's
Here's
picks. Ready?
next week's picks. Hit it.
All right.
Here we go. For
I'm
the
Are we
ready.
playoff.
picking? Are we picking everything?
We're picking everything.
Okay.
All the men's league. Well,
Well, yeah, but
Winter
I mean, we're
Soldier
doing
fell over.
Do
we're
I all
doing
the playoffs or
consolation and
too?
what do you want to do?
I'll do either.
Let's do them all.
Do
I'll
them
do 'em
all.
all.
Here we go.
All
We've
right.
been doing them all year.
All right.
And it's same, right? You have to pick. You have to get it right, or you get
you
Yeah.
water.
get wrong, you get wet.
Yeah,
Correct.
whether it's a tie or not.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Chris
A tie?
versus like if we all pick the same one.
Oh, yeah.
Chris versus Randy.
I think I know
Oh, yeah,
where
yeah,
we're all
okay.
going with this one.
Chris.
Hang on. What's up with this?
What?
No, never mind. Okay. I don't even see myself on here. I'm right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Never
right
mind.
You're right here.
I'm
Yep,
going
yep.
Chris.
Playing Dave this
Yep.
week.
Chris versus Randy.
I'm
Chris?
going Chris.
I'll go Randy.
Okay.
All right.
Chris is a caboose. Can't do that.
Uh,
Nathan. Do you need a minute?
Nope.
All right. Nathan versus Aaron.
I'm going me. I refuse
Winter
to vote for
Soldier
Nathan.
went down.
Um.
I'm going Aaron.
Yeah, I'm going Aaron.
Okay.
But
Me-
you can't all pick the same people.
I just said we can. We're
We can.
gonna get wet either way, though.
Yeah.
If we all pick wrong, if Nathan wins, we all get wet.
Yep. Exactly.
Me versus Dave.
You.
You.
Me.
Yep,
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
So if Dave wins, we're all getting wet.
Yeah. Eric Eitenbrock versus Judah. Ooh, this might be the best matchup of the
I
week.
refuse to vote for Eric again. I'm going Judah.
Really? I'm going Judah.
I'm gonna
I
go-
think Eric's gonna win, but I gotta stick
I do
with my
too,
boy.
but I have to send it out to the universe that he can't win.
We got to mix this one up. I'm going Eric.
Okay.
Oh wow, you're gonna get dry because you're gonna pick the right one.
We got Eric Polda versus Ben.
This is a tough one.
The Moldovan
This is a
versus
tough
picking
one.
your nose.
Yeah, this is a
What
tough
is his
one.
name? Cocoa Butter, Mr. White?
Yeah, use cocoa butter, Mr. I don't know if that's from the show
don't know
or what,
what-
but
I was gonna ask you.
I'm gonna
don't
go
remember
Eric.
That one.
I'm going Eric.
He's had a couple really good weeks here.
Same. Eric's team is on the way up.
Yeah. And lastly, John and Jason.
I'm going Jason.
I'm going Jason.
Jason.
All right.
That
So
was
there's
kind of
only-
anticlimactic situation.
Well, we're either all gonna get a lot or we're not gonna get any.
We should bring in a third party.
There's
for the
only
dowsing
two that we
for next
disagreed on. Chris versus Randy and Eric versus Judah.
Yep, that's it.
Send
And he
your,
went the other way.
Yeah.
week. Send your water bet applications to the group chat.
Yeah. There you go.
You can join in on it.
What do you type?
Applications for the water bet
Yeah.
picks. They can apply to maybe get wet.
Yeah.
So
hey,
send in your picks and
Yeah,
then
you
we
guys-
will
your
soak
picks.
If
them.
you guys want to send
We'll-
in your picks and be part of the water
We'll all
bets,
get soaked.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
So there we go.
All right. Is that
There's,
it?
there's one last thing that we have to do.
There is. Ready?
See ya.
Do you like how we went bye the
Yeah.
opposite direction from
I know.
each
Very
other?
nice.
That was amazing.
Next.
I think that's the best part of our show. I didn't do it because we did the bye. Why are you just
I know.
waiting around? I don't know what you were doing. What were you doing? Did you have a golden doodle moment? Is that what happened?
No, it was a weird ending.
I don't think he's listening to me right now.
It was a weird ending.
See? You were just zoning out there for a minute. Sorry. Good last show, Aaron. You had a triple rant in there.
Yeah.
Everybody was
And you even
excited.
said you were too tired to rant.